Now then guys, welcome to UFC 252 predictions. It's a big one. It's the biggest one of the year so far, I think. Yeah, I would go along and say that it's definitely the biggest one of the year. We're on a 93% win ratio at the minute, so we're flying high at the minute. Right, we are going to crack on as quick as possible because I thought I'd recorded this last night. It turns out I hadn't, and then I'd just done a recording now, and for some reason none of the audio was recorded. So now I'm doing it for the third time, I think, because I did two this morning, and none of them had audio. I don't know why. So this one might be a bit shorter than the other ones. I did go into a bit of a breakdown in each fight in the last clip, and it was about 17 minutes long. So I'm going to try and streamline this one and give you the very basics with the picks. If you do like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and if you really like it, you can subscribe to the channel. It does help. Thank you for that, or even the consideration, to be honest. With these picks, you can do what you like. If you like to gamble, you can gamble. I'm not influencing you to do so in any way, shape or form. I occasionally like to dabble. With, like I said, 93% win ratio. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because obviously I'm not. I've got one wrong in the last 3 pay-per-views, I think. We only do the main card. If it is requested in the comments or anything like that below, I can do the entire card, including the early prelims, if you really want. It's just sometimes it's hard to get all the footage watched so I can give a decent prediction. I do watch footage. I love MMA, hence the predictions being as good as they are. So we're going to streamline these as quick as we can. I'm going to aim for less than 9 minutes. Herbert Burns, Daniel Pereira. I've got Burns by sub or points. I tend to go with a double chance on a bet because it's a safer option, because you can occasionally get the odd, stoppage in a fight. This way you at least cover 2. The odds are not as great, but we're not here to make money. We're here to do predictions and hopefully get them correct. So we've got Herbert Burns by submission or points, because he's basically just an all-round better fighter. Let's move on to John Dodson and Merab Dvalishvili. I believe that is how his name is pronounced. I can't do it. I'm sorry if I've butchered his name. Don't mean to offend. Dodson has way more experience in his arsenal. He's got far better fists. However, he does lack cardio in terms of the pressure on top of him. So if the guy is in mount or half guard or anything like that, just the on top pressure from Merab could make Dodson a bit, well, not a bit, make him a lot tired. My pick for this is Dodson by TKO or points. I do believe this could go to the judges, but nevertheless, I think Dodson should come away with the victory here. We're going to move on to JDS versus Jazzin Rosinnikov, or Rosenstrike, or Struik, however you want to pronounce his name. I don't know the official way of how he says it. Right, this is 50-50 for me. JDS, very good at boxing. Very good at boxing. Also, got KO ability. Not as much KO ability as Jazzin, obviously. If you look down here, 70% to a 90% KO ratio. That's a shocking statistic. If you think back to the over-aim fight that Jazzin had with him, Rosenstrike was losing almost every second of that. And then he clips him with a right hook, hits him with a KO with about 5, 6, 7, or even less seconds to go. But he won. If JDS wants to win this fight, he needs to take him down. Whether he'll do it or not because he's confident in his hands, I don't know. But he should be taking him down. And if he does, I'm going with a JDS win. If, and this is only if, so if he decides to do the stand-up, I will be backing Jazzin Rosinnikov in play. But my head is saying, if JDS is serious, he should take the guy down and work on him on the mat. But officially picking JDS unless he starts to stand up, and then I will change my pick halfway through. Cormier, Sean OMalley, the hype train, against Chito and Vera. What can I say? I wanted to just get on the hype train because it's a hype train, and he's very convincing. This Sean OMalley, he's got that swagger, he's got that confidence. My pick for this is, it's with the hype train. It is Sean OMalley by TKO or points. I do believe this could go to a judge's decision. However, Marlon Vera is good on the ground. If he takes Sean OMalley down, it could put him in some deep water. Untested water, if I'm honest. He has been taken down a couple of times, but nothing as good as what Marlon Vera could do, because he's definitely a better grappler. I think Sean OMalley will try and keep it standing. Takedown defense isn't too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. And I can see it ending within the first two. But Marlon Vera's he's no easy fight. I'm gonna go Sean OMalley by TKO points. So we're going to move on to the main event now. The biggest MMA fight this year, maybe, perhaps. Stipe Miocic, the current heavyweight champion of the world, versus Daniel Cormier. If Cormier wins or loses, he's retiring. One thing I do want to just quickly get out there, won't take long. It shocks me the fact that they're doing this match when DC has said he's going to retire and vacate the belt if he wins. This is exactly the same thing as what GSP wanted against Khabib last year or the year before. The UFC turned it down because they said you would just leave the belt vacated. They've now done this. This to me says GSP versus Khabib is going to happen. Hopefully it's at 155, but let's not talk about that now. We're talking about DC and Stipe. If DC is serious about winning this match, this fight, he needs to absolutely take Stipe down and wrestle more. If he does not do that, he will lose. I'm going with a DC win by TKO or points. I don't think it will go to the judges. But then again, now I've just said that aloud, I think it could. And you could look at something like 3-2 either way. I would really hate for bad judges' decisions on this, because it's not been great. And that is obviously the UFC's fault, because they're the one that picked the judges. Both fighters will want to end this fight. They won't want it to go to judges, not with the implications that are. So with that being said, if DC listens to his corner, if DC does what his game plan is, he will punch, he will move, he will not keep his head still like Stipe does. He will take him down, he will grind him down, and he will pound him down. It should be a TKO win, possibly around 3 or 4 for DC by stoppage due to ground and pound. So that is what I'm going to go with. Daniel Cormier by TKO or points. Like I said earlier in the video, please put your comments down below. If you want, obviously you don't have to, but if you want to put yours there, we can compare them to my win ratio. And I will see you at UFC 253. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.